What's up, everybody? Ian the Fifth here, the spiciest boy on the block, and today I'm going to go over my top 5 methods on how to remove your subject or any object from the background of your images. We're going to go over the uses, how you would and wouldn't use a tool, and everything in between. And stay tuned at the end for a bonus tip so you can get those masks just right. Also, I'm going to have some of this really hot sauce. It's got ghost peppers in it. All right. Oh, fuck.
All right, first I'd like to introduce our cosplayer. Now this shot was obviously taken with compositing in mind. As you see, I don't give a fuck if these weeboos are in the background. I don't care.
The first tool we're gonna oh my god. The first tool we're gonna use is the magic eraser tool.
See this right here? This is the eraser tool. You're going to click, you're going to hold it, and then you're going to go right here to the magic eraser tool. This one is infused with Tinkerbell's coochie juice or something. Alright, so in this sort of image, it's not really going to help because what it does is it takes away things that are the exact same color. So if I were to click here, it'd take this away, okay? So if I were to click here, it'd take that away. You see, this isn't really useful. However, it is useful for, say, like a sriracha bottle. Boom! Boy, look at that. It's gone. Hallelujah.
The second tool I'm going to show you how to use is the background eraser tool. This tool is
I'm fucking dying.
well, it's very finicky. I've got to be real, I don't like it as much.
Alright, let's go back to your eraser tool. We're gonna click and hold, and then we're gonna see this little sneaky boy right here, this one. Alright, this is called the background eraser tool. Alright, and then we're gonna go up, we're gonna make it a little bigger. Alright, there are a couple things you need to know about the background eraser tool. The first one is it's barely ever useful, I'm sorry, but it has its uses, and it's good for things like hair, and I'll show you why. So we're gonna turn the tolerance is the key, so turn the tolerance really low. We're gonna zoom in. Watch this. Watch this now. Oh! What happened? What is that? Alright, let's try it again. Oh shit. You see how it kind of fucked up? I'll show you why. Alright, we're gonna turn the tolerance down even more. I need to turn the hardness. Oh shit. I need to turn the hardness down. Alright, you see that shit? You see what's happening right there? Look at that. That is some fucking voodoo magic right there. Alright, how does it work on those stray hairs? Okay, watch it. See, not too well. Turn the tolerance down even more. At one point, you just might as well not even fucking use this shit. In all honesty, like, I've barely found it useful. It's super situational, and the only time you really want to use this is if you just need really tiny little details that the other tools can't really get into. But I'll talk about what it does. So the background eraser tool, it samples what the hell is going on, and then you choose a color, it chooses its own color. So you see this right here, this is a consistent color, and if you click in the space where the bubble is, it only erases things with that same color. But in the case of hair kinda, it's hard to tell the difference sometimes. So let's turn the tolerance down even more. You're just gonna get a fucking, yeah, it's not gonna be as good. This is a super situational one, and honestly, the only time I would use this is if you just want to improve your masking, make it a little more precise. So essentially, you would not even remove the entire background with this tool alone. This is just for getting into hard to reach places, so to speak. Assuming that it even works for your image. Alright, so obviously for this particular image, this isn't going to work. But what about an image that does work? Well, let's see. Alright, so we have our file name, Adult Attractive Beautiful. Fucking amazing. So, let's grab the background eraser tool. We're going to play with the tolerance again. And then, watch this now. You watching? Are you ready? Boom! Hello? That is much better. You could almost treat the entire image with just this tool alone. It can work for backgrounds that aren't solid, but they need to be really clear and very close in color. Now I can make a more detailed video about when not to use the background eraser tool, how to do all that shit, how to sample. But essentially, for our purposes, you just want to have the background eraser tool selected with this one right here. This is sampling once, and then you just play with your tolerance. For most things, that's probably all you'll need. Alright, check that shit. Boom, there we go. So, how would I finish this image? Well, fucking take a look. Tolerance, 100. You could just fucking destroy the whole image. Just like, fuck it up. And eventually you, oh fuck, no, we fucked up. We gotta go back, Marty. We gotta go back.
Fuck, I'm dying. The third method I'm going to show you how to use is called the quick mask mode. This utilizes the brush tool.
Alright, have your brush tool selected. This one right here. And then just choose a moderate size. You can switch it around. I like to use the brackets on your keyboard to just kind of play with the size. Alright, and then what you're going to do is you're going to hit this button right here. Alright, so check this out. You're going to notice that you're going to see red. This is going to be some Kill Bill type shit. But what you're doing is you're painting in what you want to select. So, play around with the brush sizes, play around with the hardness as you need as well. Oh, by the way, you can also use the eraser tool to fix any of your mistakes. Banging. Yeah. Use all the tools to your advantage, brother. Okay, close enough. All right, cool. So once you have this, you're gonna do one of these. Check this out. You're gonna click this button once more. Bop. All right. So now that you got this all selected, you wanna do one of these. Check this out. Check it. Watch this. Stop messaging me. You're gonna hit this right here. Boom. Rectangular marquee. And you're gonna right click, and you're gonna select inverse. That inverses the selection. Ah, see? Context clues. Then you're gonna hit this right here. You see this? See this right here? Add a layer mask. Boom! Hello? It's sloppy as shit, but that's okay. Alright, so benefits of this tool. It's great for coloring. If you want to practice coloring. You know, I was never the best at coloring in my kindergarten class or ever. We can also do to fix this is you see this right here, this layer mask right here. Yeah, see that? Select that and then select your brush tool once more. Okay, and then make sure you have white selected. And then what? Did y'all see that? Hold on. Whoop! Oh boy. Yep, you can fix your mistakes. Ain't that some shit? So, if you were sloppy with the crayons as a kid, don't worry, Photoshop has you covered. This is actually a better method for small things. I wouldn't use it for this. Like if you wanted to select part of someone's face so that you could blur out or part of an image, a much smaller part or a part you can just kind of shape and just go like that, that'd be better.
Fuck, it's on my fucking pants, dude. God damn it. The fourth tool we're gonna use is called the quick selection tool. This tool is quick, accurate, and it's a little more forgiving.
Okay, so for the quick selection tool, you're gonna go right here. You're gonna choose your brush size, and then what you do is you're gonna click, hold, and then drag. Just like that. And if you select something you didn't mean to select, you can hold the Alt key. You see how it turns from a plus to a minus? Just kind of drag that along, and that takes away whatever you don't want. So once you have your selection, you're gonna hit the add layer mask. Alright, so boom, there you go. You've got your mask, your subject is cut out. But you notice it's a little sloppy in a lot of places. So what you need to do is clean it up. And here are a couple ways you can do that. The first way most people will do is they'll right click, hit select and mask, and you'll notice the screen kind of turns red. So what you can do here is you can kind of adjust the edges of your mask. I like to shift the edge into a negative position. What this does is it will make the selection come in a little closer. So that way you can get a lot of your outside edges fixed up. And it's usually really subtle. And then I like to smooth it a little bit. I don't play with the feathering too much because a little bit of feather makes it look sloppier in my opinion. And then the contrast, I don't even know what the fuck that does. It just, sometimes it can work. What you'll also need to do is for the harder edges, you'll need to clean them up a different way. Use the brush tool right here. Make sure you have the layer mask selected. Select black. So when you select a layer mask, black, when you paint black, it takes stuff away. And when you paint white, it puts stuff back. White adds, black subtracts. Okay, so there you go. There's your mask using the quick selection tool. Only a couple minutes, and it's not bad. It's pretty passable. However, I prefer to use the quick selection tool for things like landscapes. So, let's grab our quick selection. Let's select the mountain. And when it comes to landscapes and bigger objects like this, I find it to be much more useful and accurate. And then you hit your layer mask and boom! Look at that, clean as fuck. And then if you want, you can clean it up even further. Smooth, shift edge, done.
Nothing can stop me, I'm all the way up.
Now the fifth and final method is using the pen tool. This one is the most accurate, it's the most precise, but it's the most time consuming and the most torturous. Like eating fucking hot sauce for a Photoshop video. Yeah, that was a great idea.
All right, so here's what you do. Go right here. This little boy right there. And then you just watch this. Are you ready? I like to zoom in a good amount. And then click. And then you gotta make your other point. Click. And then to add a point in the middle and add a curve, you click, you hold control. You see that? The control key turns into a cursor and you drag. A lot of people don't know how to use this, so their masks will look so jagged and hard. Real masks have curves. So this is it. This is what you fucking do. You're basically tracing the lines of whatever you want to select. This right here will test your patience. This is pure Zen practice right here. This is like Photoshop Buddhism right here. Like, this is where it's at. You want to sit in a quiet place and go on the brink of insanity? Use the pen tool for 2 hours. How do you think I got here?
One eternity later.
Do you ever just think about, like, what else you could be doing with your life in the time that it takes to use the fucking pen tool?
I sawed this boat in half and repaired it with only flex tape.
Alright everyone, this is it. This is where you started. This was the first point you made. We're almost there. We're almost home free. This is the final piece to the puzzle, the final step towards our finished product. Now, go forth, my grasshopper. Connect your final point, and then right click. You zoom out, and then you go right here. There it is. Boom. And you're done. You did it. Congratulations. You used the freaking pen tool. Now that you hit yourself, let's look at this right here. This stuff isn't clean. Hair, This isn't the greatest mask in the world. It's just a tribute. So, The final tip, number 6, is how I'm gonna clean this mask up and get it just right.
Put it on!
I haven't had a drink this whole fucking time. Be fucking proud of me. All right, now you stayed through till the end. You're a fucking trooper. Let's do this. The bonus tip. This is gonna talk about hair and how I fix hair and make hair look better when you use the pen tool or any tool at all. It's gonna fix all the problems you have. You can add stray hairs and you can just make things look more realistic and more smooth.
Okay, so let's draw some hair. So you see here, I've already erased some of the edges to show you the difference. And the way I did that was I had my layer mask selected and I had a relatively small brush size and I just wanted to get rid of the real dark edges there. And then I'm gonna use this brush right here. I'll have this in the description. I like to choose this one, and then I make the brush size very, very small, usually between 5 to 10. Make a new layer and use the eyedropper tool to select the color close to where you're working. You may want to make the opacity kind of low. And then you just draw the strands, just like that. It's kind of hard to see on a transparent background, so let me see if I can Alright, I'm going to use a black background to sort of show you the difference. Now, do you see what I'm doing here? You're just redrawing the hair, and then every now and then you're taking another sample of the color. Here's what the finished image looked like when I was completely done with the composite. My next video is going to be about starting backgrounds and how to make environments, so stay tuned for that. I'm Ian the Fifth, the spiciest boy on the block, and I'll see you next time. I have hot sauce in my nose. Ugh. Fucking sucks.